how old that is?
Yes, I do.
The year you were born, the Chinese horoscope named it the year of the dog. That is the symbol of friendship and sympathy. Shirley Temple made her first movie ever. Donald Duck made his first appearance in The Little Red Hen.
Got his first crack.
Alcatraz was founded the year you were born. The game Monopoly was invented and sold to Parker Brothers the year you were born. Mary Poppins stories were developed for the first time the year you were born. The comic book hero Flash Gordon made its first appearance the year you were born. The Loch Ness Monster, although it was noted the year before you were born, the year you were born was the photograph was taken, that famous photograph of the hump and the head. And that launched the most organized monster hunt of all times. Mom, you have lived through the Great Depression. You have lived through World War II and many after. You have lived through the flood of 1937, which a couple of years later, you lived through the Dust Bowl drought, where millions of acres were destroyed. You've lived through racial segregation. You've lived through the Civil Rights Movement. You have lived through Roosevelt, Truman, Eisenhower, Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Lord have mercy your old, Ford, Carter, Reagan, Bush, Obama, oh wait a minute, Clinton, Bush, Obama. You've made it through 2 Bush. When you grew up, you went to the bathroom in outhouses. At night, you went in a pot next to your bed. I know this because I did it with Grandma. You had homemade clothes. You had home cooking. You had meat that came from your farm. You had vegetables that came out of your garden. Very few times did you go to town and actually buy groceries. You listened to the Grand Ole Opry on Saturday nights. You had no TV, but Saturday night radio you had, and you listened to the Grand Ole Opry. That was the
Only Saturday night. You put the battery down if you rented a new one.
You used ice boxes, not refrigerators. These kids out here don't even know what an ice box is. And that's how you kept your food cold. You had no running water in your house. You took baths in wash basins and rainwater. You played in the dirt. Holy shit. You hung clothes to dry on the line. You still do that. And some people still do that, but that's something that you don't see very often anymore. Now, Mom, you've raised 5 kids. And if I can have those 5 kids come up and stand behind their mom right now, I'd appreciate it. Well, outside of me. The 4? Mark, Steve, Mike, Peg. Next to them, or around here in front, if I could have the grandkids and the great-grandkids come up and sit in front of Grandma.
They're not going to be anybody left out there. You have to sit down there and ready. Down there. Tell my lamp, I'm fragile.
Terry, you want to get itty bitty in there? Sandy? Now I want to mind you, there are quite a few of the grandkids and great-grandkids that aren't here today because they couldn't be here. I think we're missing 10, 11, 12, something like that. Yeah. Anyways, if we could have the spouses come up and stand with Mom.
All matching shirts. Come on, David. What?
Okay, now I'm going to take a second here just for a photo op.
Come on, sit with you, David.
You did this. So you've raised us 5 children. You have given advice and everything to all your grandkids. You have taught us how to use our imagination. You have taught us to see beauty in everything. You've taught us how to forgive. You've taught us how to work hard. You've taught us how to work through our problems. You've taught us how to trust. And you've taught us how to laugh. And you've taught us how to love. I don't know how many times in the past I've had you sit there and tell me, I don't know where you kids get this from. We get it from you. Everything we do, I told you it's your fault. We get it from you. You have abundance of grandchildren and great-grandchildren. And we all think that you're the best and that you're beautiful.
Well, I think that all of you are the best.
You are so beautiful to us. Can't you see? You're everything we hoped for. You're everything we need. You are so beautiful to us. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you.
Take that baby before she drops her. Somebody get the baby before she drops her. Welcome to the country. Lord have mercy.